Yeah. So, uh, sad news. Sad news. Sad news. Sad news. And I have to just be very realistic. I don't. I think my dad might be. I think my dad's at my house. No, I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check go check. So, hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, uh, you want to know one of my triggers? You want to know one of my triggers that I would get online and why I started unsubscribing from a lot of channels, especially a lot of black men's channels in these spaces, where they were lying. A lot of them were lying, telling people, go get resources. You need to go get resources. I'm a man of resources. I got skills. I got skills. You know, what you need to go do is go get skills. After a while, after you all X, Y, Z, but they'll like so. And what I mean by that, let me slow down. If you have a skill, but you cannot replicate or teach the skill, what good is it to tell us about your damn skill? What up, K Business? Shout out to K Business. Like that you can look up and go do. Let me make sure I mod you. Okay, I gotta make sure I mod you. Because you're actually somebody with a skill. You actually have a skill to teach how to get contracts. That is a skill. You have the knowledge and tutelage and experience on how to get a contract. Most people don't know how to do that. Most people don't understand what you need to do to go do that. That's why I said, Kay, turn your talk with, because you teach a line of business. You know, and I didn't know how to do it, like go get an EIN or an LLC or anything like that. You would pay K, like hit up K, let them go online and do the work. I'm putting y'all on the game. K, take note of this. Like have K set up a little business. Watch this, K. I'm good at what I do. Have K set up a business to where he set you up EINs, LLCs, X, Y, and Z. Like he can do that for y'all for $40. He'll sit there and provide you a service. That's a skill. That's something that he can do, because he already knows how to do it. So it'd actually be more fortuitous for him to do it. That's a skill. Don't say, when you're able to take your skill and actually replicate it towards somebody else and build them, that's a skill. That's an accomplishment. Well, you understand me? Like, that's a skill. That's something that you can do. When somebody says, I'm a carpenter, and if any of you guys in the Bay Area, right? Shout out to Artisan MC. If any of you guys want some type of help, like some handyman job, hit me up. His skill set is carpentry, or he's a really good handyman. You call him to go fix something, he can do that. What's going on, Maurice? Sitting online and just talking about y'all stupid bullshit, it's not a skill. It's just, y'all just ain't worth the fuck. And I gotta be for real, a lot of y'all black men in these spaces are not worth the fuck. Y'all never were. Y'all just come on here because, let's just be honest, y'all are depressed, y'all are weak, y'all don't have nothing going for yourself. You're pretty much the niggas on the stoop, except you have a digital stoop to sit on. And I know a lot of people, oh, that's not true, PMT. Like, we are useful. No, you're not. You're not useful. You're not useful. You don't have any set skills. Don't feel bad because they got it over there in the pond overseas with those black British people. They do the same shit y'all do. They sit over there on streams for 11 hours at a time. And I literally saw that. Like, they sit on stream every day for 11 hours just talking about the same shit. Nigga shit, pro black shit, the Queen, Illuminati, white people, how they love white women and all that dumb goofy shit. Like anybody gives a flying fuck. Like like you gotta understand, man. And like I said, I don't live in no dilapidated area. I can tell you, hey, what's going on, bro? Like I said, I don't live in no dilapidated area. I would never know. I no. Hey Sheila, how you doing? Like Sheila has a skill. Sheila has worked for government and legislation. She actually that's Sheila's job. So Sheila can actually tell you about how to properly go about getting certain paperwork passed. It amazes me all the guys who talk about, hey, we want to do things, we want to actually build our community, we want to set it up. You would actually go sit down with Sheila and actually go talk to her because she could actually tell you. See, the problem is I understand y'all been sitting around non-skill based and people who do not have access to resources. And the fact that you can't figure that out is kind of scary and bothersome. See, that's why I hate these type of spaces. If y'all men say, well, we want to actually do something for our community where us men could be masculine, well, you would have gone and hit up Sheila. First of all, you would have hit up, watch how I'm going to do this. You would have hit up Kay, have Kay set y'all up an EIN, right? Watch how BMT does it. I told you because I'm a business person. You'd have Kay set you up an EIN, file it with the government or with the state, hit up Sheila, let her contact some of her constituents that are in office, take your proposal over there, file it with that state and that county, and guess what? You would have got a program that you're getting paid for. But however, people that don't have skills or resources have literally been leading the conversations and talking about the woes that they are failing in and that how everything's so unfair and that there's a gynocracy blockade or that somehow that they're being shackled or that men are subjected like that's why I learned a lot of people are full of shit. That's why I just stopped like sitting at the table. But I'm like, why am I sitting down with people that don't have no skills? Yeah, do I have a job? Yes. Anybody can go get a goddamn job. What's going on with you? They are interested in maintaining the same level of circumstances, nothing more, nothing less. But see, and I agree, bro. I agree with you. Good morning. You just getting home? You just getting home? I want us to go get some grits and corned beef hash and eggs. Yeah. Okay. All right. You like your driveway? I know you happy now. I know. Okay. You too. Now I'm gonna show you something. I want to show you something. Like, like my neighbor, right? She had a problem because she had no place to park. She had no place to park. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it was, I wanted. She said, BMT, I'm getting tired because there's limited parking, and I want. Bye, love. She had no place to park. There was limited parking, right? I'm gonna show you my work. I want to show you my work. 'Cause I like my work. I'm proud of. So what she said was I have limited space. This was her original driveway. This was the one that I had contracted for her. Y'all see that, right? One driveway made two driveways. I literally took it for her property to have a second driveway. Do you see my skills? My skills is I can go to an area and redevelop it and repurpose it. This is why my skills are so sought after all over the East Coast. See, I can be used and reused and replicated and called upon. This is why people say, "Hey, how do I flip my house? How do I flip a property that I just bought? How do I go about getting this?" I can tell them and how to do it. In fact, I could tell you how to do it in fashionable time. The problem is the people with resources, they're not getting no playtime. But the people that don't have resources, well, goddamn, like somehow everybody always keeps talking to them. They keep, it's like, let's talk about the nigga shit. Let's talk. And I'm like, at this point, this is why I don't say anything anymore. Like you like literally, I have removed myself from the derelict conversation, and I'm now into the international conversation. Right now, we're talking about clearing out some land. Right now, we're going into CBD and hemp farming. I'm not playing no more low games with y'all. I can't. Like, and I'm trying to tell y'all, like, I don't. The people who want to play hardball, they're already starting to move along with me. They're starting to understand it. If a woman were to say, "Hey, BMT, how do I go about getting a property?" I'm going to tell them. And if they end up beating your dreary drag asses, I don't care. If an Arab or an Indian or Chinese were to say, "How do I go about gentrifying this block?" I'm going to tell them. I'm not going to make it easier no more. I'm not making it easy. What's going on, non-swirl zone? Like, I have wasted my time around people who are just going around using like shock jock words, trying to talk about skills and resources. Okay, so what's your skill and resource? That's the first thing we need to ask them. What's your skill? What's your skill? What's your skill? What can your skill do? Like, don't tell me about no 1950 shit. Don't tell me about back in the day. Don't tell me about some kind of woman. Don't tell me about Sierra and Russell. Don't tell me about no paparazzi shit. Tell me your skill. And is it a viable skill towards that of progressive moving forward? If you were to say, well, BMT, you do security. Yes, that is a skill. You actually have to go get certified. You have to go get licensed. You have to go, you got to go out and do work. You got to go do networking. I have multiple skills. That's one thing my father has taught me. That's one thing my mom has taught me. I can go to places, man. Right, like literally, like I had a few, why would you do security? Do you know how many businesses these days want private security for their operation? Do you know how that makes, do you know how much doors that opens up to say, hey, I have security at my place of business? One, that makes it a lot easier for law enforcement. They really don't want to bother you because you got your own security. Yep. Yes. Actually, I listen. I know plenty of police officers, K, that go from police officers to private security. They make a lot of money. I have a friend in California who want to start a security company. She has a license. She can go do it. She can go do it. All she has to do is file, get the paperwork by her state. She has to just file, get the paperwork by her state, and she has to just meet the certain qualifications, regulations, and she has to pay for the insurance. See how I just did that? See how I just told y'all. Thank you, non-swirl zone. If you ask me, BMT, how to do something, I can tell you. You know why? Because for a long time, I don't know. And see, I understand why I'm not meant to grow. I understand why I can't. I understand why I'm a blade of grass in a concrete pool of non-skillful individuals. No, not groups of people. Like I've been listening to a lot of y'all nigga shit for so long, and I'm like, yo. After a while, they were like, man, BMT, like, why are you so negative? Why are you so angry? Why are you always kind of proud? But I'm like, yo, dude, because you're full of shit. I can get on that equipment right there and I can drive that bitch. I can drive that. I can drive majority of the equipment back there. I can go back there and work it. That's not a guess. That's what I know. I've actually done shown it. Like, if your friend, if she literally is a police officer, it actually makes it a lot more easier. But she can actually go down. Like, we have it in the count in North Carolina and South Carolina. We have SLED. Okay. So if we wanted to, you could go there. You pay your insurance fee. You got an insurance that you have to pay for, and literally, now if you're law enforcement, one thing you want to do is you want to go to private businesses in areas. How you doing? You want to actually go to businesses in areas and say, hey, like, let's say if it's a venue, a spot, usually doing a lot of people prefer armed security. They prefer armed security, but you want to actually, but you could do unarmed also. Like, hotels don't mind unarmed and armed. It depends on what it is. A lot of venues, hookah joints, clubs, like, let's say if they wanted unarmed at a Walgreens, you could do that. Only thing you could do was most likely apprehend them, put slap handcuffs on them and sit them down. You can't beat them. You got to fear about them. And actually, when you become security, you're actually deputized. Like, I've been doing stuff like this for years, bro. Like, that's the problem. Like, the people who actually have set skills are not actually being utilized. Yet they just keep bringing people around. Business talk with Kay, I have to check with you. Like, I don't know why, Brent. Like, you know, it's so crazy. As many people have business ideas, I've never, not one time in K, because you have a set skill, $40. $40. Started out at $40, K. I'm telling you right now. You can drop your email in my chat, K. It's time for us to start actually charging these people. And it's not disrespectful, but y'all need to start respecting people with skills and assets and literally networking resources. For any type of consultation, it's $40 starting off the rip. Y'all will pay anybody else to hear any other type of foolishness, but you won't actually pay the people that actually can do the stuff, man. $40, K. That's not even a lot, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. I know people just to sit in front of them. It's like literally $200. $40 for actually somebody to actually set you up an EIN, go file with the government and all that stuff. And that literally takes what, 30 minutes to 2 hours? It don't matter where he's at. All he has to do is sit down and fill out the paperwork, put in your information, and zip, bam, boom, bop, bloop, and email you all your stuff. And if you want the actual hard copy stuff, he'll send it right there to you. He can UPS it to you. You get it in 2 days. You see how I just did that? What's going on, G Dizzle? G Dizzle has a skill. That amazes me. I'm in tech. I'm in this and that. Y'all don't even go over to G Dizzle. All the dudes that talk about that they're in tech, but yet they like talking about punani, single mothers, gang, white supremacy. Yo, I got. You know what's so funny about that? Everything y'all talk about, they work there in the tech labs. You know how many women literally sit at call centers working on computers, troubleshooting your shit for your cell phones? Do you know how many white men own agencies that literally you'll be working for? I can't make this up. This is why I know, man, like, the conversations have gotten so stupid, bro. That's why nowadays B.M.T just sits back. Hey, G Dizzle, throw your stuff for your courses in my chat, bro. If you literally got a course or you literally have a repertoire skill, throw it in my chat, man. Y'all have full on permission to advertise in my chat, man. Because I'm tired of literally they'll sell a course on game because you know black people, especially Negroes, they love games. That's why they get played so much. It's funny, and I'm gonna show you this. You got a guy like Anton, right? And Anton, take it for what it is, but I gotta call your spade. And if you want to have that conversation, my work is already up there, bro. Anton Daniels is in the property and real estate. Show me one panel or one show where Anton has sat down with y'all and gone over property or real estate or what properties to invest in. Yes, they do sound good. I'm about to go hit up my dad and tell, like, I can sit down with my dad. I can pull my dad out my house right now. The house that I had built. And literally sit down with him for 30 minutes and talk with him about business. Because my dad is a businessman. My dad is a property developer. He literally clears property for literally no less than $600. That's what my dad does. My dad was like, yo, son, like, you work on properties too. Why aren't you clearing out land? Thank you. Thank you, Doug. What's going on, Brown Bird? Like, y'all gotta understand, man. Like, the people who actually have set skills and resources are not even, like, literally, like, not even, like, I'm getting tired of, like, people starting a panel. It's time for us to start talking about we need to go get the skills and resources. What are you talking about? If you don't have it, you just never had it. It's not like these courses aren't out there. It's not like you can't sign up for community college, which is free. You can literally sign up for community college and get FAFSA. Like, stop the games. That has nothing to do with a woman. That has nothing to do with a white man. That has nothing to do with some kind of archetypal supremacy or something with anybody on YouTube. Literally, community college is free. I've seen people that are broke, go to college and get paid to go to college. You don't even have to go get a goddamn good degree. They'll pay you just to sit there. And I know. There are plenty of people, you know what's so crazy? There are people that go online and literally actually talk about their craft or their skill. Like, you can literally look up how to fix a tractor online. Like, there are people that actually do that get sponsorships. You know, one of the funny things about it is, and I know because I was the first one that was doing it. I said it online back then when they had these Google Hangouts. I said, y'all need to go get sponsorships. How do I know? Because I have sponsors. That's why y'all never see me really ask for super chats and donations. You don't ever see me. Y'all notice, y'all never see me ask for super chats and donations. Why? And G and B will tell you. We were doing sponsors. We have sponsors. I'm like, why the hell would I need to depend on the chat if all I need is a sponsor? I take my product to my sponsors. We had military soap, and also we had CBD and hemps. We had edibles and hemp. I already knew goddamn one thing about it. The military always going to be selling soaps to veterans. And I already knew about hemp and CBD. So it's very funny. B.M.T, why are you dealing with women? Women are the biggest spenders when it comes to consumables. Why would I not have them on my panel? Duh. But I forgot, some of y'all are so-called six-figure write-off millionaires and shit. But yet somehow we got to go get the resources. Why would somebody who has money still say that they got to go get the resources? Ain't you already a resource? See right there? See all that equipment right there? That's a resource. That's a resource. That's a resource. G Dizzle, that goes above a lot of their heads, man. If you literally have a viable channel, sponsors will literally throw you money. So long as you're wearing their product, using their product, and actually talking about something viable. They don't want to attach themselves to nothing, some niggified shit. They don't. I mean, you know what's so crazy? Here's the funny thing. Let me show you how I catch the bullshit. People who say that they talk about tech, I've never heard them talk about VPNs. I never heard them talk about any kind of server protection. I never heard them ever go in. And mind you, I'm not the tech guy. But all the people that I have friends that are into tech, they talk about VPNs. They talk about server protection. They talk about all kind of malware programs that literally that you should have for gaming, streaming, and different types of multi devices. Now, don't know why, but my friends that actually they mind you, they do numbers. And they're like, BMT, why don't you come over? I'm just saying, if you're literally in the tech, I mean, hell, even in gaming, they would hit you up. They would hit you up. VPN sponsors would have hit you up and said, hey, why don't you talk about this? Hey, I don't make this up. Why y'all think, listen, man, that's why I can call a spade a spade. That's why whenever y'all say something, I checked on Social Blade, I did 132,000 K. Like, yet your channel is still struggling to get up the ground. They call true power subscriber power. Subscriber power is true power to them. But then they'll get online and say, we're being oppressed, subjugated, slavery, somehow the Sierra's keeping me back, white man's keeping me back, black niggas are keeping me back. Something is always keeping you back. And I'll be like, well, damn, nigga. You've been talking about the same shit for goddamn 6 to 12 years. Y'all been talking about the same women that are holding you back. Majority of these women are starting to become homeowners now. Come on now, make it make sense. How is it that the woman in the project is now becoming a homeowner, but then it's so bad about it? Most construction and property people, I know them now because of my work. See, that's the thing about it that they don't want to admit. There are more women starting contracts in small businesses. I just sat down with a young lady who I literally sat down with. She does spreads for businesses, crab legs, shrimp, oysters, seafood. She do all of that. I'm supposed to meet with her Friday. She's gonna go buy herself a small van. And you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna write it off. She's gonna write it off on her taxes as an investment. I tried going up on a panel and telling y'all brothers, hey, y'all need to start going to go get Sprinter vans. Get a Sprinter van. All y'all do is drive around and sit in y'all van all day and talk and listen to nigga shit. You might as well go ahead and get a goddamn van. Get a Sprinter van and go do deliveries. Boom. That's literally an easy, guaranteed $800 to $1,000 a week. But see, I get it. See, what's going on is literally you're having it where the parasitic, skillful resource content creator is leading the conversation on how y'all need to go about doing things. And they're gonna say, BMT, you're constantly hating BMT. I can't hate on something that doesn't have anything to hate on. I gotta be for real with you. I can't hate on something like I can't hate on something that doesn't have nothing to hate on. I can't hate on that doesn't have to hate on. Okay? I'm not gonna hate on. Listen, I have more respect for the guy who does Uber and Uber Eats. I have more respect for that guy. I just do. You know why? Because at least he's working. At least he's making money. I think at least if you do Uber and Grubhub and all them deliveries, you can literally at least make about a good $700 in less than 2 hours. In less than 2 hours. I mean, that's what? 2 hours? Hey, what's going on, bro? I already know exactly where he's going. He's going right there to my house. I already know where he's going, but I got so many packages always coming in. So you can go do Grubhub, Uber Eats, How do I know? Because one college kid, he doesn't have a job, but he loves to ride around with his friends. His mom said, "Listen, if you don't start making money, you're getting out of my house, and I'm taking back my car." Now I know some people go, "Well, she's a single mother. Why would she do that to her child?" Because he's just sitting there taking up space. Either you go to the military, or you go to college, or get out my house. Well done, Mama Bear. Well done. Well done. Kick his ass out. What's going on, Bishop? So you know what she's doing? Hey Bubba, I got some young people that trying to look for a job. Are UPS still hiring
In the warehouse, they are.
in
They
the
don't.
warehouses?
Yeah, they don't hire drivers off the street. They hire their drivers from in the warehouse. We're definitely hiring in the warehouse.
Good looking.
Just go on UPS and just where you go on the website, look for careers.
Thank you, bro. Somerville, okay. There you go. If you need a job, I have to tell you right now, from that just being just from I can tell you right now, I've done sent plenty of people to FedEx and UPS. And God, if you get into the U.S. Postal Service, or you definitely are in. Honestly, I would tell you go get the U. It's literally like this: U.S. Postal Service, UPS, then FedEx, and then there's FedEx Ground. There's FedEx Ground, and then there's FedEx Express. So actually, there's two types of FedEx. UPS has there's actually three types of UPS. There's the federal type, and then you have DHL. See, a lot of y'all don't understand the delivery business. They're just, oh, it's just Amazon. They're just FedEx. No, they have different branches. But see, you wouldn't know that if you don't have people who actually have that resource. Like that's why nowadays I have to separate myself. I have to doggone douche y'all out from around me. Yeah, douche you out because some of y'all are just wasteful scum. I'm starting to understand that these are like people. These are grifters of talking with people that don't have. It's like they'll sit around you, and I used to do like my people told me you can fake it long enough. You can fake it long enough. That's another one of my works. Look at that. I built a driveway to where he has. See how they all have three driveways, so he can park his work truck. All right, resources. I know B.M.T. Why are you always talking about this stuff? Why are you always complaining? You're always nagging. I get told that a lot. I always wonder that. I used to be one of that. My uncle owns an Amazon delivery business. He makes crazy, bruh. Listen, man. All you need to do is start out with just van. One van. One van can change your life in a matter of 2 months. But his expenses dealing with these drivers are too high. That's the only thing about it you can't control. G Dizzle, you can't control these drivers. That's the one thing about it. I swear. That's why I said, bro. Like if it was up to, if I told y'all when I did a stream last time, but it was called I was being racist. If you literally piss test these drivers, and you got to put cameras in your trucks, put cameras in their trucks. The minute that they touch that damn phone, that camera goes off. I just literally had it with my partner Shinium. We offered y'all. I said literally for y'all to come out and do hired hand work, $25 an hour. Now I don't know about some of y'all, but $25 an hour is pretty doggone good. That's nothing to scoff at. We ain't paying y'all no little baloney money. We paying y'all $25 an hour. Some of y'all don't even like paying somebody goddamn $10. Y'all might just want to pay them a bear and some boiled peanuts. I'm talking about $25 an hour. I said, okay, we got to think about it. Like me and her sat down and said, well, we got to think about it. They got to make some money. I mean, 4 to 6 hours, $25 an hour. That's really good. You come in there, you do some work, and you go home. Not a lot of people make over $100 in a day. So that's nothing to scoff at. 2 or 3 people could buy a used box truck, no CDL needed. Slow down, non-swirl zone, slow down. That's too hard to believe. Like nowadays, like this is why I'm saying. You know, what's so crazy. You have it where some people they want to get into the CDL business, but they don't have the means or they can't buy the truck. So you know what they go do? They go get a box truck. They go get a used box truck, and they run that. They keep up with it. They make sure it runs good. And you know what happens? So then pretty soon, boom, they get on the road. They get on the road with they just start doing deliveries. They start doing furniture. They start doing jobs. Hey, you need this move. You need that taken care of. Let me go find out. You know, Daddy, Kari, Daddy, you already ate? Huh? You already ate? Y'all already went to breakfast? Huh? That's y'all had cereal? Man, I'm gonna get me breakfast. Mississippi to over here. Yeah, my daddy, he lives in he stayed in Mississippi. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. He likes it out there. He out there. He likes his tractor. He likes his land. He likes his dogs, and he just likes the lifestyle out there. He also does land over here. I hear, oh, we gotta go get the land reparations, and I'm like, well, I'll tell you what, you have a better chance of starting up an association, going to land development, and then from there, after you have a certain amount of charter and you can show that you have a certain production process, guess what? They possibly will open up the conversation for you for reparations. They're not going to give you something to know that you can't even keep up your own goddamn neighborhood. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know y'all. Well, they owe it to us, BMT. No, they're not. They do, but guess what? They're not going to give it to you if you're a child that doesn't appreciate your own stuff. So, and you'll have where people will try to get in the conversation. Well, why does it matter? They should just give it to us. They should just. Nobody is going to just give you something. Nobody's going to give you something. So we're already in a bad enough situation as it is. Nobody's going to give you a bunch of goddamn stuff and then you just crash and burn. You got people who don't even got reparations and flipping and making moves. Oh, whoo, G Dizzle. Stop giving them all that free information. Stop, bro. Stop, stop. All you have to do is go get a pickup truck. Oh hell, you don't even have to get a pickup truck. All you got to go do is you can go rent a trailer from Penske's. Rent a trailer from Penske's. You can rent one. Depending on how fast you and somebody is, y'all literally can go pick up the trash, clear up the cars, clear up all that stuff, take it down there to the scrapyard, flip that metal or that money, throw it away. Y'all don't think they don't get paid for what's that show? What's the show called? Hoarders. Y'all don't think they don't sell that stuff? Y'all don't think they listen, if y'all don't think the people in hoarders don't get paid, y'all are fools. Y'all are fools. I got people that done work with them. They take that stuff and they sell it. They scrap that stuff. Them scrap cars, them vans, them trucks, they scrap that stuff. That's money. Even trash is money. A jump pick. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Listen, and mind you, you don't even own the truck. All you can go rent it. What's so bad about it nowadays? You can literally go rent the stuff nowadays. You can go rent. Like things are so accessible. Like when y'all use the argument that the immigrants are like just getting these contracts. They're just the government is just giving the immigrant millions and millions and millions of dollars. Dude, they're literally doing the bare minimum needed, just enough to put up the front. How do I know? Because I literally watched it where a dude literally had a courier business. It was a Jamaican dude. He was up there in Hartford. And Gene B knows that's what I'm talking about. He had a courier business. That man will pedal that bike, whether it be hot, whether it was rain. Now he didn't do it during the snow if the roads weren't good enough, but he had a bike. That bike turned into a car. That car turned into a truck. Now he has a whole assembly of trucks. Now he's in bed with Amazon and DHL. Did anybody give him that? No. I watched this man for 10 years do it and go through it. It amazes me as much as I got to be honest, a lot of people here are lazy. They're lazy. They get mad at the people who are willing to go beyond the means. Go beyond the means and go do the proper research. Go do the advocate work. Y'all are hoping that, well, AI will take over. Well, guess what? Somebody got to run the AI. And surprisingly enough, if you don't even know how to run that computer, listen, AI can't take my job. Just letting you know, they can't take my job. My job is secure. You got to have a human on the other side of what I do. I have 7 jobs that I definitely know AI cannot replicate or do. Sorry. If you have a low entry job where a robot can do that, well, guess what? It's going to do that. So whose job is really on the line? Immigrants are coming around here. They're taking our stuff away from us. Us black people, we get no, 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 no. Stop it. Because if you had a job worth a damn, listen, I have yet seen Jorge, I have yet seen Chung Lee, I haven't seen Google stuff run up in the bank and say, give us your job. Sorry, buddy. Anybody can go sit there and work as a bank teller. You just gotta at least learn how to count, add, subtract, multiply. Literally, it is not even that high up the work. Exactly. Listen, thank you, gynocracy. I know a girl who literally, she lost her job. She lost her job. She took her house. She took her house, moved her stuff. Her mom, it's her mom, her, and her 2 brothers. Took their house and started doing daycare. Now she's getting paid to do overnight daycare. She does overnight day. I want you to understand. Oh, do y'all just think about that? And what's crazy about that? She watches strippers, people who work at night, people who have to go do work at night, people who are away from home. Hell, if you're a baby daddy and you have your kids and you can't watch your kids, you can leave them with her. When I say this girl, and when I say she brings in over $5,000 easy, easy. You need her to take your kids to church? She'll do it. You need her to doggone take your kids to doggone their appointments? She'll do it. Take them to the games? She'll do it. She just hired 2 other girls. You got to pass a background check. You got to pass a piss test. You got to make sure you pass that of a. You got to make sure that you can show. You got to go sit down with the first lady of the church and show that you can be around kids. Oh, and she makes 5,000. And yes, her workers make bank. Listen, she got girls trying to doggone get in on her organization. And I'm not gonna listen. I know y'all gonna hate B.M.T. These single mothers don't want to take care. Man, get out of here. Listen, people these days have to go to work. Somebody has to be there to watch them kids. Somebody got to be there to watch them kids off the bus. You know what I told her? I said, you know what you should do? You should expand, get you a van, go to the schools, and pick up the kids from the schools. That's a major game changer. The minute she did that, that literally got her 8 more kids. At this point, she's pretty much gonna have enough money. She was like, and mind you, she calls me. She hit me up. She was like, every time she has something that she has an idea, she's like, nah, I gotta call my homeboy. I gotta call my man. I gotta call my man's B.M.T. Like, no. Listen, she's straight about her money. She's straight about her money. And guess what? Her little brother her little brother wants to do a cleaning business. And he does cleaning in yard sale. Is he getting a handout? No, that's a skill. Daycare And watching and rearing children, that's actually a skill. But not anybody can be around kids. Not anybody can raise kids. Not anybody can take care of children. You got to have a certain type of patience and pedigree to do that. Most of the kids, by the time they're ready to go to school, she already got them potty trained. She already got them reading. Like, listen, she's done got some awards from churches in the county. But I know y'all ain't gonna y'all can't talk about people like that. That would go against the logic. An overnight daycare? Do you know how much money that is? Listen, whew, whether them strippers bring her ones, whether them truck drivers bring her a bunch of goddamn thing, whether you cash app her, listen, her bank, whoo, shout out to QuickBook. Because her books never look dry. I can tell you that right now, boy. Her books never look dry. See, y'all don't. It's scary when y'all actually. You see, it's scary when you're actually in the chat with people who talk and know about business. Well, see, no, that's true. No, that's true, chef. That is, any business has a liability clause because for every set number of children you get, right? This is why you have to do the proper paperwork. You got to go get the fire extinguishers. You got to make sure it meets certain health code. All that said stuff. You can't just do it like how we used to do it with Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? Just drop the kids off and then they just go in the house. No, 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 no. And like I said, she's very thorough. She's very thorough. She started out with just her and her mom. She started out with just her and her mom. And they took their home, turned it into a business. Very, 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 I mean, very nice. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you got to go out on vacation and you can't take your kids, I think they had it where a couple, they wanted to go on their honeymoon. Take her over there. Take them over there. If you got teenagers, they're not old enough, take them over there. They got video games, they got PlayStation, they got Xbox, they can go right over there. You got your kids got to go after school. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, boys. Listen. That is a business that ain't gonna never. Listen, daycares are never gonna go out. Daycares are never gonna go out, man. But you're right. It does say like you got to have the proper insurances. When you're getting certain type of contracts, you getting certain type of contracts done. You gotta have the insurances, man. You gotta go get the paperwork, man. And we'll see the problem is a lot of people will just see the money, but they don't know how to properly placate and take their money and put it in the proper areas and do the proper write-offs. This is why you get certain type of consultations of people to put their hands over you to actually make sure you're going in the right direction. This is why she hits me up before she starts making her decision. She'll she'll make her decision, but then she'll text me and call me in to come in. And then and the thing about it is, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have people that say no, BMT, no, charge them. Like the stuff I say online, like people watch my stuff and they were like, no, why aren't you charging them? Why are you telling them stuff? Because mind you, we pay you. I do get paid. Why y'all think like y'all? I just be shooting stuff off the top of my butt cheeks like. I don't care what you are. I don't care what race, creed, background. I mean, depending on how crazy it starts getting now. If you're pretty disrespectful. I can't deal with you. But yeah, I done been over. I done been around. I done been around the block. I did security for a gay club. B.M.T, that's the agenda. No, what are you talking about? Listen, their money's good. For three security guards, $1,500. $1,500. Mind you, they also did a wedding there. And then I said, you know what? It actually was only supposed to be. It was only supposed to be because one, it was a holiday, and also was short notice. But I said we'll do it for 1,100. The father of the groom said, "Nah, 1,500, bro." He threw an extra 400 in there, but he said I'm a lieutenant in the police department. Y'all boys are nothing short of that. That man came and put 400s in front of us, right there in our hand, like bam, 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 bam. Y'all guys did a damn good job because we bring quality. We have the proper equipment. Sister Asada, she has a skill. Sister Asada is a teacher. She's a tutor. That's a skill. You do know that, right? That's a whole skill to be a tutor, especially if you can teach multiple grades. Well, anybody could do that. No, y'all can't. Because we already see most parents and people these days can't teach. Look how y'all do y'all formats online. Y'all literally, I'm about to teach you a history class about goddamn John Henry, and then y'all do is read paragraphs from Google. Google. I know people who actually go to the libraries. Libraries, like they actually go do. Do y'all even know what the library is? Do y'all even know what the encyclopedia is? When the last time y'all touched the Book of Britannica? Hmm? Like, I'm sorry. I can go hit up Miss Fuller. If you're worried about your kid passing the SATs, you would take your kid to Miss Fuller. You would take her to Miss Fuller. And for $400, I can promise you that kid is going to get past the SAT. She has yet had a kid with a bad score with the SATs. Listen, them Asian kids, them goddamn Asian kids, them African kids. Listen, all of them foreigners take their take their children to Miss Fuller. She has study groups. Them kids love her. I seen them parents write out doggone letters, paperwork to her. See, all I know is power. All I surround myself with power. All I want to be around is people of power. Y'all got to start learning. That's the problem. Y'all keep putting yourself around with people that don't know power, don't have no power, that speak like, well, look how many people I have in my chat. That's not power. Power is when you can shape that of the environment around you. When people actually want to be around you because of your presence of what you can do and accomplish. When you can speak a word, when Sister Asada says, listen, I want you to go here, young man. Give them my name. Tell them I sent you. I'm going to call them ahead of time. But when you go there, they'll do the rest because of the power of my name. That's power. Power is when you can go to a kitchen and say, I know Chef Young. And guess what? By me saying that, oh, Chef Young sent you? Okay, put them to work. Start them out. Wash your hands. Start prepping. That's power. That's power. Power is something that literally it cannot be stopped. It can only keep on transferring around. When electricity strikes the ground, that oxidation goes right back into the particles, back into the atmosphere, goes right back up. That's power. Energy is not destroyed, it's just distorted. It's just transferred into another figment. Shout out to the brothers that taught me that. It's called kinetic energy. Sadly, there's no power in this space. There's no authority in this space. There's no type of stabilization. This is why things happen. This is why you see the foolishness. Women are naturally drawn to power. That's why I find it so interesting that people get, oh, why are the women, they don't respect us? They do whatever they want. No, they're not. They don't see power in you. They don't see you as a man of power. They don't see you as a man of means. So why would they listen to you? Why would anybody respect somebody that doesn't have power? And don't say, well, I got money. Money doesn't mean you have power. Money don't mean you got power. And if that's how you learned it, then sadly, you got a deeper lesson to go. I don't know. I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm just talking. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Y'all be careful going around these so-called streams of people who say that they're property owners and managers and they're running stuff and say, well, if that's the case, why haven't I seen you maneuver in your power? How you run or fix properties? Hey, I ready to eat. Where you going? I pull up, say I'm ready to go eat. Where you about to go? Where you going on, man?
See that truck? Yeah, when we come back, after you ready. You ready already?
Yeah. After the what's
I gotta get my belt up the truck.
Where you about to get on? When you get on the road?
Probably 12.
You going back on the road already?
No, after we eat in. Why your ankles swell up?
No, it's just.
Shoes making one look bigger than the other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
did.
And one look bigger than the other. One right
Yeah. They need help.
there. Yeah. Look at that one there.
That one's like the size is like the width of it. It's a lot
That
more
one
bigger
is
than that one.
Oh.
Maybe.
Let me see this one.
He cutting that off. Damn feet.